Hello, welcome to Wireshark Day 2 training. As we discussed that this training is for those who are in networks engineering, system admin, especially security analyst and cyber or people in cybersecurity. Okay, so in the last class we learned about how to download, install, and use Wireshark. We try to see the basics of Wireshark interface. We try to learn. Okay, so in this class we're gonna learn more than that. Okay, next step like some filters. Okay, I have list of filters cheat sheet. Okay, Wireshark filter cheat sheet, which is really really good resource to filter Wireshark packets using cheat sheets. So those training, those filters, Wireshark filters and the cheat sheet is really important. I'll share it with you in the in next class. Today we will see some basics filters so that you can get used to of all the Wireshark filters. Okay, so first of all, you can see the interface will show here wired, wireless, or virtual. Okay, I have marked all of them, but let's uncheck unmark. Okay, and select your interface which is capturing. You can see which of the interface, while wired or wireless, okay, is collecting data or is transmitting data. One this and then one is this. So let's click here and you can see, and I have disabled the color, which you can do from here. Colorizing rules, here's the list of rules. uh, Black colors had mostly black color says that some kind of error, ICMP, TCP, the connection could not establish. Okay, these are colorizing rules, and you can enable and disable colors from view section. Okay, till now looks every we are getting every data properly, and this color, what this one actually says, this says TCP or UDP. Okay, because one thing I'm using zoom. Okay, if I can just stop it, it will say it is that this number 8232823345. This number is frame. Okay, frame number through the data is sending. This is the time. Okay, the time actually is the request sent. Suppose if there's a request sent, and how much time you got, in how much time you got the response. Source, from where the data is generating and from where the data is going. Okay, destination. So first it says some data here, here, and here, and then we are getting some response. Let's see what is this website 193.123.108. Destination. Let's notepad. Now we're going to look this IP. We can, as we can see, that most of the data is transmitting through this IP. So let's see. Yeah. So so it is IP version 4 address block not managed by an IP. Okay. It is some IP provider IANA. IANA is assigned in the IP address. Okay. Now let's see what else data we can capture. So this tells the type of protocol. You will see HTTP, TCP, DNS. Okay. Now let's try to see that what are the DNS means the domain name server. Okay. It works like whenever you try to connect to website. Okay, domain name system. Whenever you try to connect a website, you ask the domain name server. There's a server is called domain name server. It has the list of all the website and their IP address. So my browser will ask the domain name server, hey, I want to connect to google.com. What is the IP address? So domain name server will respond that this is the IP address. Okay. Now my browser knows the address. Now I will be able to, now I'm able to connect to that website. Okay. Through the domain name server, through that IP. Okay. Let's try to see how many or what are the websites my machine is trying to connect from my computer. Okay, I'm gonna filter that. So let's, here this filter section, here you will enter the filters. Just add one or two letter, it will show the types of filter are available there, DNS. Okay, and you can see when you will enter correct filter, it will be in light yellow color, and the filter is incomplete or not correct, it will be in this color. Okay, restart, capture. Let's try to connect to a website. WhatsApp, like as I'm connecting to WhatsApp web, and Google. Okay, you see I sent a query, and here I am getting the response. This arrow tells this, it was you have, I have sent some query. This arrow tells that I've got a response. Okay, no, this the request I sent, the query. So DNS system works on UDP protocol. Okay, and port number 53. Here is the query. I'd ask, hey google.com, what is the type of IP address, what is of this google.com. So here you will see that the response in 1921 frame. Okay, so here is 1921. Let's click and see. I got a response that Google address is at 172.217.161.4. If I copy this and paste it in, see, I'm here, Google. So this is how you send a query and get a response. So you may be wondering, what is this then? What is this? Who's sending me the response and I'm sending the query to? So let's first see what is this. It is the DNS server. Like I said, there are a lot of DNS server who has a list of website and their IP address. So it is a DNS server who has the list of all the IP address or all the websites. Whenever I'm going to ask him that I want to connect this website, tell me the IP address, it is going to respond me. Okay, let's see. How can you check? 94.140.15.15. Okay, who is record? Like I said, is a record where it actually save all the details of those websites, like when a website was registered, when it is going to be updated, when it is going to be expired. Okay, even it is website or IP address, it collect record of all of them. At guard software limited, it is a DNS server, so which I use To filter some advertisement also, it can filter advertise on network side, okay, network wide, so that if I'm streaming some songs, so it will just block the advertisement on the network side before it reaches to me, so I will not get any interruption between while I was streaming song. I tried this DNS in many apps streaming like Ghana, Savan, okay, but not in Spotify. Okay, it doesn't work in Spotify. So this is how DNS is working here. Now let's try to see another protocol. I'm going to show you some simple protocols. ARP. Here you can see ARP is like your router has a small amount of memory. It's called address resolution protocol. Okay, it's in router is called ARP cache. That is called cache memory, where it stored the list of all the, whenever you connect to Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi sent you an IP to communicate. Okay. Now, while it sent you, it has a record of all the connected device, like which I have sent this IP to which device. So they store your IP and as well as MAC. MAC looks like this. It it is a physical address of your machine. It is stored. It was burned. The MAC address burned in your MAC address was stored in your machine while your device was manufacturing, so it is unique for every device. So like here, this device sent an ARP request to who has this IP to this, okay, who has this IP, ask this, okay, and I got a response that 192.7 is at here. Okay, so it is asking and I am here. I response that ASUS is saying I am at here. Okay, this is my location. So it's actually my this PC. Okay, who sent the response. Okay, frame number, remember, and time delay. How much time delay is taking? So zero point 0.5, even 1 second or 2 second is 2 or 3 second is too much. Okay, uh, if you are getting the response is 0.seconds, so that's good. And here even you can just select click here to see the response more in more technical details. So just click on the frame. It is the reply response. Okay, this is how it is actually working. Okay, now let's see something about HTTP protocol. If you just want to see how many website you are communicating in plain HTTP, so this is like how it's looked like. 502 get, whenever you see some get, that it is whenever you ask for some resource from a machine source, any website, or downloading some data, so it's come in get request. Whenever you are sending some data, it's come in post request. Okay, let's intercept some password. Okay, I visited this website in HTTP and let's me get the and insert the password. I'm inside and let's see. Oh, sorry, I have stopped the recording and let me clear the cookie and start again. You see all the data in HTTP is captured here. I asked for some resource get index ASP, so I got a response. And here there is I asked for I entered the password and here I got the web page. Okay, and here the data is flowing, continue, and here I got the success.txt IP version 4 and here's okay. Okay, just click on this and you can see what data, what type of data I got here. detect port of firefox.com success.tech IP version 4. Let's see what is this. Or we will see this later, but let's see. Response frame and next request in frame number 830. Okay, it will show you when you was the request generated, and the next request is in 830 frame number. So here we are, and 830 here, the next. Okay, let's see if I am able to capture the password. Login.asp. So you can just try http contains. Suppose I want to filter some specific text username. So here I have some username panel here. Let's open this and see. Initial password, login, password cannot exceed, password cannot be empty. The secure key will change, and some requests are here. We got something like it is running on a Go Ahead web server. Instead of username, we can also filter it with password, HTTP continuation, data length, transmission control protocol. We can specific contains admin, login check, post. Okay, because the data I have sent in post request was in post request. As I said, whenever you say some data, it goes in post request. So I sent a username admin, and there's a password. Okay, and how do you actually filter it? Just the password in encoded form. So in decoding is it very easy. Let's see. Copy as all visible item, no problem. We will filter it out. Okay, this is the password. So let's decode it. So to decode and encode, there's a website on text called CyberChef. Okay, it looks like a base 64 encoding. Whenever you see something like this, letters YWRTAW4 and numbers and equal sign, that means there are high chances it is a base 64. So the password looks like is also admin here. Okay, here I also again I sent some, and here this was I think this is the wrong username. Let's see. All visible item, the wrong password I entered. Okay, so this is how actually it works. That HTTP, you can intercept all the passwords. Okay, capturing going on your network through Wireshark HTTP. Okay, now one last thing, another thing we'll check is how actually ping command looks like. Like I'm sending them some data. Um, First I'll use a filter. It's called ICMP. If you have ever used the command ping, so it's work on a protocol which is called ICMP. So ping google.com. Okay, let's look at Wireshark. You can see data continue till here, and here request and response, ping request and response. Everything is working on ICMP. And destination, which is I sent a destination ICMP request on this IP, which is Google IP. This and I got a response here. Okay, sequence number. Okay, that these both will come in the same sequence number because they are a same frame, like same ICMP packets of like I have just sent a request, I'm waiting for the reply. Okay, so the this request and reply, this connection has not be complete, has not yet complete, so that's why it will come in the same sequence number. Till here the packets was sent ICMP. Okay, and let me show you if I have TCP3 version. So this is how the filter looks like. Okay, if I want to just see any query or any response here, like let's see any random packets apart from UDP. In the next session we'll see filters and operators. Okay, joining two filters together and operating them. If you want to filter any packet, just right click and select follow as TCP stream. Okay, and it will show you all the communication on that TCP stream. Okay, the data is flowing through TCP. And reassemble PDO in Framewell, we'll talk about it later. Here, and these are the data. If I just select HTTP or DNS, let's see DNS, not only DNS, HTTP. So these two data and TCP. I can just click on anyone and follow UDP stream, and here is the request and response. Okay, so my machine is sending some request to get IP address of config@skype.com and got a response from this website. So this is how filter looks like, how filter works. Okay, so make sure you subscribe, because next section we are going to learn multiple filter and using them to search some data. We are also going to do man in the middle attack to see how we can use Wireshark to capture some malicious packets. Okay, first of all, how do you save the packet captures? Okay, just stop, file, save as, and documents. And here, how do you want to save it? So you can do not select pcap ng, select pcap, so that you can analyze the packet file in multiple tools. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care.